Hi, my name is Leilani Certeza. I am going to show you guys my career planning presentation board. So we'll start off with my true colors. So my true colors is gold and blue. Gold being I have a strong sense of right and wrong, so I usually think about my decisions before I make them. I like to feel important to others, and I like to help people in any way that I can. For blue, I like to contribute. So as for helping, I like to contribute. I like to put in work, put in the effort in friendships or my work at my job, just whatever I have to do in my daily life. If I have to contribute, I'd like to. I like to influence people in a positive way, or as positive as I can get it. A lot of it comes with I like to be a leader, so I don't mind, helping in putting in a word of my own. I'm very communicative, so I can talk a lot, but not too much to where it's kind of weird. Just more in the sense of if I have to keep a conversation going, I can. If it's with multiple people or different types of people, I can do that as well. So as for my skills, I have enthusiastic, creative, leadership, helpful, and communicative. So basically, enthusiastic, I like to be positive and encourage others to be positive as well if it's something they want to do. Obviously, if I think it's a good idea, I'll go along with it, but if not, I'll put in a good word. Creative, not more of a drawing, but of ideas. I like to put ideas out there. I can be creative about things that need to get done in a sense of making them or getting them done in certain ways or different ways. Leadership, I'm not really one to sit in the back. I like to be more up towards the front and helping out, encouraging others, help showing them different ways or putting ideas together, and then all of us moving forward. Helpful, like I said in the beginning, I like to help people, as many people as I can around me. Communication, like I said, I'm good at talking to people, especially at my job. There's many different types of people that come into a go-kart place, and sometimes you have to adjust to how they want to talk to you to get good feedback from them. So for my values, let's see, show you guys right here. So my values, it's gonna be family, relationships, respect, common sense, and integrity. So I value all of these things very much. Family is my number one thing. Family is very important to me. I'll do whatever I have to for them. Relationships, the people around me, the people I know, that's very important to me because they could be a good step, or they can help you get far in life or in the future. It's good to know people. I value respect because having respect shows you're doing good and giving it to others. It looks good, yourself, and then it makes others feel better. Common sense, I think common sense is very important. Growing up as a kid, I was always told, just think common sense, and so now that's just how I think. It makes it easier, for you and for anyone around you when you're thinking with common sense, or if they're thinking with common sense. Integrity, because the truth is important. I feel it's always going to come around at some point, or someone's going to figure it out, so why not just tell the truth in the beginning? So integrity, giving or receiving. Let's see, so for careers, this is kind of backwards, but so for careers, I put down being a paramedic or a psychologist. To be quite honest, I'm not exactly sure. None of this is set in stone, obviously, it's all a learning process, but I want to become a paramedic, or something in that field because I like helping people. Being in the moment, if something was to happen, knowing what to do is kind of like how I want to go about things. So I'm going to be enrolling in classes, and I've already been CPR basic certified, or basic aid first aid certified when I was with the Solano County Sheriff Cadets. So there's just some things that I've already learned, and it's stuck as an interest to me. Psychologist is, still helping with others. I think that's the one thing I really learned about myself, improved to know, is that I like to help people, or I want to help people. So being a psychologist is helping others who might not be able to understand something, but if you can explain it to them, or if you can help them, that would make me feel good about myself. But also just seeing them benefit from it, is something I want to do. So being a psychologist, I've done a lot of research about it, and I will be talking to some people who have, I believe she's getting a PhD in psychology in just a little bit, so I'll be talking to her, doing, interviews with her, just to get more of a feel for how it goes, and see if it is something I want to do. As for majors, my majors are gonna be psychology, criminal justice. So psychology, obviously, because the whole wanting to be a psychologist or anything in that field, just learning how the brain works, why we make the decisions we make, or why others make the decisions they make. It interests me. I'm always thinking about that in everyday life when I come into contact with people, friends, families, or even customers. Criminal justice, just because I was in the cadet program, having a feel for law enforcement, criminal justice area. So I've been taking classes. It's something that interests me a lot, and there's different fields connected to it, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. Let me see. So as for my MBTI, extroverted, intuitive, feelings, and prospecting. So basically, I'm outgoing. For the most part, I'm socially confident. Sometimes we all have our ups and downs, but for the most part, talking-wise, I can be pretty okay with that. Intuitive is a open mind, aware of feelings. So basically, when I'm talking to people, or when I'm helping people in situations, I try to think with an open mind, even if it's towards me. I try to see both sides of everything. For feelings, I've been told I have a big heart, and I give people the benefit of doubt. That's really just it for that one. Prospecting is looking forward in life and thinking ahead. So that's how I work. Along with common sense, I try to think about things before I do. Still being a teen growing up, sometimes it slips, but yeah, for the most part, I like to think about my decisions before I make them, and think about what will happen in the future, or if I make a certain decision. As for my interest on this far side, it is going to be realistic, social, and conventional. I am down to earth. I'm more of a hands-on person, so working on things instead of reading things. Not book smart, but street smart. Common sense in most of the things I do. Social is I'm friendly, caring, I'm easy to talk to, good with relationships, and personal growth. Just seeing myself grow. This past year, I've gotten a lot farther than where I was with talking to people. Easy to talk to that one's one of my favorites, just because I see all kinds of different people, or if I go places, if I'm wearing my work shirt, they're asking me questions, and then it's just an easy conversation, and I really like that. So social is I really like being social with people. So for conventional, I'm careful and polite about what I say, or at least I try to be. I consider other people's feelings before I say something. Friends and family, they can depend on me. I help my friends out all the time when they need it, or family for sure. Always gonna be like that. I think that's it. For the most part, out of this class, I really did enjoy it, learning everything. So yeah, thank you.